We wanted to go to our Janine Donaldson and her photojournalist Jarvis Murphy because they had a harrowing experience in their area. They were heading to do their weather reporting for us when suddenly the weather came to them. And Janine, I know that your heart was pounding as that happened. Please take us back through that experience for us right now.
Sure, Diana. Well, we were coming down Highway 18. We were up in Morganton, headed to some downed trees, and then we heard about the tornado down outside of Shelby. So we were heading there, coming down Highway 18. And here in Burke County, the wind just started to pick up. I mean, the wind was howling. The trees all bent in one direction. The car was rocking back and forth, and that rain just came pouring down. And we knew that we had to get off of the roads and take shelter somewhere, but we didn't know where. We called our boss on the phone. She said, just drive until you find somewhere to take shelter. And that's exactly what we did. As we drove down that road, trees were falling. We were driving over debris. We could hear it hitting the car. It was very, very scary. Jarvis was keeping his cool. He was driving. I was freaking out. But we got to that Citgo gas station, and when we pulled up, I tried as hard as I could to push that door open so we could get inside, but I couldn't get the door open. Jarvis had gotten out of the car. A piece of the roof flew over his head. He ducked just in the nick of time, but we got in that store. The glass, the front door of that store was broken. The glass had shattered already. Pieces of the roof were peeling off the tin from the roof, and it was just so much debris flying around outside. All you could hear was the sound of the wind, that tin blowing across the driveway. You could see families getting out of their cars and them trying to just hurt each other in the store. People were holding on to their cars, trying to just stay upright because the wind was just so powerful, guys.
Janine, what a situation that you had to go through right there. And I know you were talking about those winds earlier that kind of whipped the car and have obviously caused a lot of damage. Was that over an extended period of time, or is that just a real quick burst or shear that came through?
Well, guys, as you know, we were getting ready to do a live shot with you guys and show you what the roadways look like. And you guys came to us. We could hear you just fine. And you guys said her shot went down. And we were wondering, why did our shot go down? And that's when the wind picked up. And again, it probably lasted for, I would say, 5 or 6 minutes because we had to get down that road. And I don't know if the storm was traveling in the same path that we were, but we had to drive down that road in order to find that gas station and then get inside. And we were probably inside just about 3 or 4 minutes or so before everything started to calm down. So I guess I could say it lasted about maybe 5 or 6 minutes total. But I mean, just trying to figure out where to go and what to do because you don't know what direction it's coming from. If it was a tornado, I believe it may have been rain wrapped because we couldn't identify where it was coming from. Jarvis did tell me that he saw some of the funnel cloud, I guess, prior to it possibly touching down. So it was very quick when you're going through it, but I will probably say it lasted about 5 or 6 minutes total for us.
That is absolutely terrifying, Janine. I mean, the fact that you were able to find a place, park, and get inside. But I know you mentioned that at first you were going to try and stay at a tomato stand, and you later updated us and said that tomato stand is not there anymore. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right, guys. Well, that tomato stand is right up the street, and the building is... parts of it are intact. Some of the residents had drove by and said it wasn't there anymore. And I don't know if there might have been a secondary part, but just to look over, guys, there's trees down, and we're just down the road from that tomato stand on the same road, but trees down on wires right here. Trees down behind me. The gentleman you guys see in the background said it took him 2 hours to get home to check on his wife. There are wires down in this road that we're on. So there's lots of damage, and people continuously telling me about more. One woman we just spoke to, her kids go to Burns Middle School. She said that the school brought all of the kids into the theater for safety, and they just had to huddle together and stay in the theater. And she went there to pick her kids up, and it took her a long time to get back. And people are pointing out, hey, go down this road. It's even worse. It's even worse. And that's all we're hearing out here.
Yeah, a lot of people rally around to help each other and support each other on such a situation, and it's like this right now. And you're seeing that firsthand on the ground right there, Janine, especially the aftermath. And you see a lot of people that are behind you right now. They're coming out to check everything out, and that is a giant tree that has come down right next to you as well. All right, Janine, thank you so much for sticking out there with us for this time being while we assess all the damage.